This is Twit.
This episode of iFive for the iPhone is brought to you by Harry's. For guys or gals who want a great shave experience for a fraction of what you're paying now, go to harrys.com and get $5 off your first purchase by entering the code iFive when you check out. Hello everybody and welcome to iFive for the iPhone, episode 125. iFive covers the latest iPhone apps and tips and tricks and of course news. I'm Sarah Lane and I'm ready to turn this mother out. Number 1. A little over a year ago in episode 70, we showed you FitStar, which is an exercise app that makes working out on the go or just if you don't want to go to the gym, really simple. The app tailors your experience based on your current health and goals, and it's really well done. I love it. Now FitStar has launched another standalone app called FitStar Yoga, which it is exactly like it sounds. It's kind of the same idea. Yoga classes, yoga poses, and structured practice. Now, if you spend any time practicing yoga at a studio anywhere in the world, you know that classes can add up quickly. They're not cheap. In fact, that's one of the reasons that I don't really do yoga, regularly anyway, on top of my gym membership. It's just, I'm not made of money. FitStar Yoga isn't totally free though. You get a limited few sessions without paying. It gives you a sense of how the app works. But most of all the good stuff is locked unless you buy a monthly subscription for $7.99 or a yearly subscription for $39.99. Now I know that sounds like a lot, 40 bucks, but that's an incredible value for an entire year if you're actually using the app regularly, of course. FitStar videos work nicely with an Apple TV if you have some space in your living room to AirPlay to a bigger screen. Although in a pinch, maybe you're in a hotel room or maybe you just don't really have a lot of space in your house, iPhone works fine too. It's a great idea and very well executed. Number 2, should we just continue our exercise theme today? Why not? I saw how many Christmas cookies you put away at Aunt Martha's house. Oh wait, that was me. Anyway, Nike has a pretty spiffy new app called Nike Plus Training Club that acts very much like a personal trainer. You choose from over 100 workouts by what Nike calls its master trainers. These people do look pretty ripped. You get motivation from your crew, and then you supposedly train better together. Now, of course, like FitStar, this would be great in a house that has a big TV. You can AirPlay from your phone. Also, you have to have an Apple TV to do that. But it's not necessary. You can go for weight loss or strength programming or all-over toning. I'm not exactly world's biggest gym rat, but I've spent enough time sort of observing what personal trainers do, and I say overall, this app seems pretty legit in terms of how a trainer would put you through some circuits. Another nice thing is you download the exercises one by one. So not only can you access them offline, but you're not actually streaming anything, which makes the video quality better. The whole thing's free, no restrictions at all. That's obviously awesome. One thing I did notice though is there's a fair amount of extra equipment you'll need for some of these training programs. A kettlebell, for example. I don't have one of those. I don't even have a jump rope. I think that the app could probably do a better job of making that really clear before you get into an exercise. Now, Nike's been in the fitness app space for a while, right? It has a lot of wearables as well. I wore a Nike Fuel Band for a while, and then I think I put it through the washer, and that was the end of that. But the app can sync that data as well if you are into the wearable stuff. So if you want to get toned and get serious with your stats, then I would say Nike Plus Training Club is the app for you. Number 3. Okay, it's time to play some games. I don't think we've played a game in a while on iFive. So allow me to introduce you to AA. No, not that AA. It's 2 lowercase a's. I can't really figure out why the game is called AA, but the idea is very easy. You're sort of adding and avoiding lines to your nucleus or whatever this is, which starts out pretty easy and gets challenging very fast. It's kind of fun though because there's almost a rhythm to it. But it's also frustrating because your hand-eye coordination has to be off the charts for you to get very far, and that is not my strong suit. Luckily, you can redo any level until you get it right, so you can get better over time. The ads are super invasive though. In some cases, they're full-on video ads that you can't dismiss. That's just the worst. So I recommend getting rid of them for 99 cents. It is free though if you can deal with them. The app developer sort of weirdly has a bunch of other apps in the App Store, and they're also double lowercase letters. They seem to be variations of the same game with slightly different strategies, and that seems a little shady to me because it's probably just another way to get more people to upgrade to ad-free versions by flooding the App Store instead of just having one app. But I do kind of like the game, so I'm showing it to you anyway. And again, it's free if you can handle the ads, or 99 cents for Serenity, and also high blood pressure because this game is hard. This episode of iFive for the iPhone is brought to you by Harry's. The holidays are over, and now it's time to start good habits like saving money. And Harry's is here to help because they're fixing a problem that a lot of us have. We pay too much for overpriced razors. Okay, shaving is not really fun, but it's a necessity for a lot of people. You cut, you scrape yourself with dull blades because you're trying to get the most out of them, and razors are expensive. They're like $4 a blade. If you're shaving every day, you're actually spending hundreds of dollars a year just on razors, like a Gillette Fusion, for example. You go to the store to buy a razor, and they're all locked up because they think you're going to steal them. I mean, what a pain, right? There is a company that's fixing all of this for us, though. Harry's. They give you high-quality razors for about half of the price of the big brand blades. And they're really beautiful. Look at this nice case that they come in. It's their own factory in Germany, engineered for sharpness, high performance. You got some shaving foam gel in here. You've got some aftershave lotion. It's very lovely. The razor itself is It's a work of art, really. And because they make and ship their own blades, Harry's is just a more efficient company, which means that they can give us factory direct pricing. Ha-ha! They guarantee your satisfaction as well. In each kit, you get a razor with a handle that looks and feels great, 3 razor blades, and of course the foaming shave gel as well. The Truman set is a nice starter set, and it's an amazing deal. You get all of this for just $15, and it gives you a clean, close, comfortable shave if you're shaving your face, but maybe it's your legs, or something else. The price is great though. Harry's costs half as much as the razors at the store. And they even have a new aftershave moisturizer that protects and hydrates your skin. So go to harrys.com and get $5 off your first purchase with the code iFive. That's I-F-I-V-E. HARRYS.com and enter that code iFive at checkout. And thanks to Harry's for their support of iFive for the iPhone. Number 4. Okay, it's time for a photo app, guys. You know how I like my photo apps, but I don't think I've covered a photo app since, sometime last year. This one is actually a lot of fun. It's called Shift, and the idea is that you're creating your own photo filters rather than relying on filters that are pre-made, like something with a funny name, an Instagram or ViscoCam or all of the other hundreds of filters living in various photo apps all over the App Store. Shift lets you create your own personal photo filters by shuffling through combinations of texture, color, and blends. So as an effect, you can add things like light leaks and really high contrast. You can go black and white. But it's choosing it for you, and it's fun to see what Shift spits out, which you can then further manipulate. It's kind of like Pandora for photo filters, kind of. And even though the random part is fun, if you end up creating a filter combination that you really like and you'd like to use it again, you can save it as a favorite and then pull it up again later without having to recreate it. Now, the whole create your own filter idea isn't really new. In fact, Snapseed has had this capability for some time now. But also, any photo editing app that allows you to adjust contrast or brightness or vignetting, this is basically just the same thing. It's just arranged differently. I like Shift, though. It's kind of nice to be surprised, and for 99 cents, I think it's worth it. Finally, number 5. Let's add some music to our videos, shall we? We can, with an app called Mindie. That's M-I-N-D-I-E. It's completely free. It's very easy to use. You just shoot a video, and you add the music that you like, and then it becomes more interesting. You pick a song, you press record, and then the music plays while you're recording. Or, of course, you can add the music after you're done recording or import a video from your camera roll. You can add video effects, like make it go in reverse or slow-mo or do a time lapse. Lots of goodies here. There's also a social component if you want to share Mindies with your buddies. We also have a huge collection of music to choose from, and I think that's a huge selling point of this. You can't really choose what portion of a song to use, so that's a little bit of a limitation, but I don't think Mindie is really meant for an entire song. It's just a little burst of a music video. Are you using this app? Are you? Do you like it? I would love to know your feedback at iFive@twit.tv. Well, That does it for this episode of iFive. Thanks for coming. All the apps and links and other information from this show and any of our episodes is at twit.tv/iFive. You can email ideas or questions or general feedback to us at iFive@twit.tv. You can leave us a voicemail at 614 on iFive, or you can just watch the show and enjoy it and tell a friend. I'm Sarah Lane, and we'll see you next week on iFive for the iPhone.
Bandwidth for iFive for the iPhone is provided by CashFly at CACHEFLY.com.